I think it's important to talk about the different types of generating assets and their respective outputs relative to their nameplate rating. Renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, and hydroelectricity really have a lower annual output due to the availability of their energy source. The plant may be capable of producing the electricity, but its fuel, the wind, sunlight, or water, may not be available when you need it. That's why 100 megawatts of installed solar puts out an annual average of about 25 megawatts an hour. The upside is that the fuel is free, and for solar, it's generally produced at peak times of the day. On the flip side, a 100 megawatt natural gas fired unit has a really high capacity factor and would be capable of producing an average of about 87.5 megawatts per hour. These assets all come with fuel costs though. Thermal units like coal, gas, and nuclear are dispatchable, meaning the output can be adjusted to meet demand. Most renewables are not dispatchable, and they're considered intermittent. Capacity factor and dispatchability are important when looking at the value of energy. Price is one factor. Reliability, or the ability to produce energy at the exact moment it's used, is the other. That's why a diversified energy portfolio really makes sense, balancing price and reliability. So what would it take to go 100% renewable? It would require about 870 megawatts of solar to supply the native system load and charge the 150 megawatts of batteries. These batteries would have to store about 14 hours of energy, or a little over 1,600 megawatt hours, to get us through a day. The solar array cost would be over $1 billion, and the battery storage system cost would be about $460 million. And those batteries would have to be replaced about twice during the 30-year life of the solar array, and that adds another $770 million of O&M. Even at these costs, we wouldn't get through 2 cloudy days.
Doug talked about the challenges that come about with that and the costs associated with installing enough, say, solar and battery storage resources to try to accommodate supplying the city of Muscatine with our resources around the clock, costing us over $1.5 billion just for Muscatine. Our estimates, because of those high costs, show that our rates would have to roughly double to accommodate that solution. And that would have a pretty significant impact on many, many households in this community. Some folks might be able to accommodate that kind of premium. We have a lot of folks in this community that really could just not accommodate a doubling of their electric bill. Also, from a business perspective, the utility bills for our businesses are a big part of what allows them to compete or not compete in their industry. And if they had to double their rates, that could significantly impact their ability to compete in their marketplace, which could unfortunately impact jobs in our community as well.